Hi everyone, we're here with 9-5 Work Together, and what we're going to be doing is we are going to be doing some posting. We're going to be totaling up our cash payments journal and then posting from the cash payments journal to our ledgers. It says the October cash payment transactions for Golden Fabrics have been journalized. We're going to determine the totals of the cash payments journal, enter 0 if the column total is 0. So we're going to go ahead and enter the last date of the month. Now the last date of the month in October is the 31st, so we're going to type in 31st. And then we're going to type in the word totals. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and total up each column. So if we're adding everything for each column, this column, the total will be 191702. Obviously this one is 0. We don't have anything in there. For our accounts payable debit, we would have 2066, 3280 here. And our last for our cash credit, we'd have 3950.22. And that's it for that step. That's the only thing you have to do. We have 4 steps in this assignment, and just in step 1, all you have to do is total your columns up. So we're going to go ahead and go to the next step. Next step is we're going to go ahead and post each line from the cash payments journal to our accounts payable ledger and to the general ledgers. Cash payments is is abbreviated as CP when we are posting on our ledgers. Now, what we're going to go through is we're going to go and do every individual line. We're going to worry about getting those individual lines where we're basically pulling from general debit. We'll also be pulling a little bit from accounts payable debit, and we'll talk about that as we go along. So let's go ahead and do utilities expense first. So we're going to go ahead and go down to utilities expense. Utilities expense, it told us that this took place on the 2nd, and it's coming from cash payments journal 10. And if we look up top, it tells us that we have a debit of 124. So we have a debit of 124. We already have an existing balance. So we have an existing balance of 948.59. We're going to add 124 to that. Our new balance is 1,072.59. This is account number 6170. Back up top, we're going to throw in 6170 as our post reference. Now, our other item on this line is a cash credit. I could go and post this, obviously, but I'm not going to because I'm going to wait and just do the overall grand total for cash. There's no need to go and do these individually 6 different times when I could just do it one time. So we're good with that individual line. Next one is to Gray Manufacturing. So we're going to go ahead and open up Gray Manufacturing. And you can see that we owe Gray Manufacturing $1640. It shows that we owe them on our ledger. Now, this is where it's a little bit different than in Accounting 1. In Accounting 1, we took each individual line only if they dealt with the general debit and credit. Here we will sometimes also pull from the accounts payable debit. Now, what's happening to this 1640 is this 1640 is going to be posted to Gray Manufacturing right now. But we are also later going to take this 1640 and post it to the overall accounts payable controlling account. So this 1640 is actually going to be posted twice. We're going to post it right here, right now, and then it's a portion of the total that we're going to post to the accounts payable ledger, the controlling account. So let's go to Gray Manufacturing first. So this took place on the 3rd. We're working from Cash Payments Journal 10. We have a debit of 1640 and we owed them 1640, so now we're at a 0 balance. Account number 220 up top. Again, Gray Manufacturing, this down here is our subledger. So we just posted to our subledger. We'll also use this total to post to our controlling account. We're not going to do anything for purchases discount because we'll wait and do that at the end. Same thing, cash credit. We'll wait and do that with the grand total, so we're done with this line. Next one is to purchases. So let's go ahead and open up our purchases ledger. This took place, we had a purchase on the 9th for $15.75. So on the 9th, again from CP10, we have a debit of $15.75. We have an existing debit balance. So we're going to take that existing debit balance, $94,128.25. We're going to add $15.75 to it. New balance is $95,703.25. Account number 5110. 5110 up top. Okay, we don't do anything with cash. We'll do that later. All right, next line, supplies-office. Okay, supplies-office, this took place on the 12th. We have a debit of $64 that took place, again from CP10. So CP10, debit of $64. We have an existing balance already, so 3184 17 plus 64. New balance is 3248.17. Account number 1145, 1145 up top. Next one, Westland Supply. Okay, so Westland Supply, again, same thing that we're working with. We made a payment. We're going to put it to the individual subledger right now. Later on, we'll put this total also to our controlling account ledger for accounts payable. Okay, this took place on the 16th. They did not offer us any discount, as you can see. So CP10, we have a debit of $426. Now, we owed them more than we actually paid, so we're still going to have a balance with them. So $992 minus $426, because we just paid off $426 of what we owe them. New balance is $566. Account number 240, 240 up top. All right, next one, supplies-office. Okay, on the 31st, what we're doing now is we are replenishing a petty cash fund. That's what happened in this transaction. So we have a lot of things that we're going to do for this one transaction. First thing is to go to supplies-office. Again, from cash payments 10, we have a debit of $48.15. We're going to add that to our existing balance, $32.48.17 plus $48.15 gives us a new balance of $3296.32. Account number 1145. Okay, next one, supplies-store. 31st, again from CP10. We have a debit taking place of $57.18. We have an existing debit balance, so we're going to take $41.80.18 plus $57.18. New balance $4237.36. Account number 1150. 1150 up top. Now again, we're not doing anything with our cash right here because we'll wait and do that when we do our overall grand total for cash in our next step. All right, next one, miscellaneous expense. Miscellaneous expense, 31st, CP10. We had a miscellaneous expense of $47.64. Again, we already have an existing balance, so $24.89.97 plus $47.64. $25.37.61. Account number 6135, 6135 up top. All right, next one, cash shorten over. Our cash shorten over account, again, that happens a lot with petty cash where, you're off by $1 or something. Maybe somebody forgot to put change back in the box or things like that. Things happen. So we're off by $1.05. So in the 31st, again from CP10, we have a debit of $1.05. We have an existing balance of $19.95, so $19.95 plus $1.05 equals $21 even. Okay, $61.10 up top. And that is it for posting from this journal, Cash Payments Journal, from our individual lines. So we've gone and posted everything from our general debit. If we'd had anything from our general credit, we would have done it. And we've posted these two amounts to the individual subledgers. We're also going to post these amounts in the next step to the controlling accounts. Go ahead and go to the next step. Okay, next step is we are posting our column totals. We've already posted our individual lines, as you can see in our post ref, that's already marked off. We've already posted everything from this column because it's all gone to the individual account. So we're just going to put a check mark. We would have already posted everything from here. However, we didn't have anything, so we'll put a check mark again. Now, we're going to have to go down to our accounts payable. So we're going to go to our accounts payable controlling account. This tells me at any given time what I owe to in totality of our accounts payable. So on the 31st, cash payment 10, I made a payment. This is a debit. Okay, a credit would be if it was increasing, if I was increasing what I owed. I made a debit, so it's actually decreasing what I owe. So I'm going to do a debit of $2,066. Now I have a credit normal balance. I owe $10,700 and some change to my different vendors right now at this time. But I just made some payments. So I'm going to take $10,783.53. I'm going to subtract $2,066. And now my new balance is $8,717.53. I now owe about $8,700 to vendors after I made those payments. $21.10 up top. All right, next one, purchases. I have some discounts that I have to make note of. Okay, so I was able to purchase some items, but I also saved some money, but I'm keeping track of the discounts that I've received. So I'm going to go to purchases discount, 31st, CP10. My purchases discount is a credit. Okay, purchases discount again is that contra account to purchases. We talked about that in our notes. So we have a different normal balance. So I have a credit here of $32.80. I have an existing credit balance, so I'm going to add the two together, $621.48 plus $32.80. It's going to give me a new total of $654.28. Account number 5120 up top. Last one, I have to go to cash. So I'm going to go to my cash, 31, CP10. I made payments, so that's decreasing my cash. I made payments of $39.50.22. So I have a credit, $39.50.22 credit. So I'm going to subtract this. I have a debit normal balance. I'm decreasing it, so I'm going to subtract. So I have $16,455.19 minus $39.50.22. My new balance is $12,504.97. Account number 1110 up top. And that's that. You've now gone and posted everything from your cash payments journal. All right, last step. Last step, we're going to complete an accounts payable schedule. Accounts payable schedule is real easy to complete. We just want to get a quick snapshot of exactly what we owe to every company and then what we owe total when you total everything up. So this will just tell us, hey, this is what we owe at this time. So Coastal Company, we're just taking the amounts, the credit balance that we have. So 2230.88. Gray Manufacturing, 1640. Oh, I'm sorry, that's zero. I apologize. I took the initial one. Gray Manufacturing, we don't owe anything to. Pacific Supply, 4177.65. Westland Supply, 566. And Yeatman Designs, 1743. Now you take all of this, you add it together, and that shows you what you owe at any given time to your vendors. So we owe $87,117.53. This amount that we got right here should also match the amount in our accounts payable controlling ledger. And that's it for 9-5.